And you mentioned something that I'm very curious about. You said rewiring the money brain. And what does that
Mhm.
actually mean and how does it look like?
Rewiring the money brain. So we're all born with a money brain. Now, if you go to a neurologist, they're going to say you don't have one. And so let me clarify what I mean by that more from a social pop psychology way. We all have a brain that will give us, if you will, the good information and the not so good information. And it is our life experiences and oftentimes our trauma that will inform us what we do with what could be a good thing or not so good thing. And so when I trained in money coaching school, we worked a lot more with the limbic system. And so like the three parts of the limbic, and I will, and honestly, if you're somebody who's super neurology focused, you're going to love that approach. But most people don't. Most people can't absorb it. So what I do is I talk about the left and right sides of the brain. And like all of a sudden it was like, talk about marketing, people get it. So what I often remind people is on the left side of our brain, particularly in terms of language, we focus more on the details, the logic. We focus more on the fear. We focus more on like this is what the picture looks like. This is all the information, the data. This is what we've got. But it's on the right side is where we actually do the problem solving. This is where we can make the money. This is where we can envision. This is where manifesting will work or it won't. So that is, we're dealing more with the empathy for ourselves, sometimes others, situations. It is also being that ability to navigate. So, where the heck are you going? I mean, you ask somebody with and I know this, what I call an unhealed or broken money brain, ask them how they're going to project their money into the future just for a year. It doesn't go well. It doesn't. I mean, they have good intentions, but it doesn't go well. But it's also about this piece of getting curious with information before judging it. We don't do that. We want to treat things more from a curiosity perspective because that means the right side of the brain is getting activated and you have this opportunity to rewire it. So we use specific, really simple tools, and I can help people be rewired in just under 90 days in about, it's like 10 weeks to get them going where they want so they can actually build a financial path. Folks who work with me, you don't have to hire a financial planner or a financial advisor after I'm done with you. That's all a choice. You can, because they often offer services or products that you can only buy through somebody like that. So if you want specific insurances or whatever, specific bonds, etc. But that's changing in the world that technically you could do it on your own if you have the time and the bandwidth and the curiosity to learn. Otherwise, if you don't want to know all that stuff, which is totally fine, you can hire the right person. And I really can't help but stress that because I've met more people with a broken or unhealed money brain. They hire the wrong people and then they get stolen from or scammed too often.
Yeah, very true.